YouTube, what's going on YouTube? What is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy one more time, DEDRICKHICKSJR, and now I'm back with another fragrance video. Smell good family. Hopefully everyone is doing well, doing great, doing fantastic. And as always, man, it's positive energy, it's positive vibes, and most importantly, it is positive vibes only. All right, so Smell good family, hopefully you all had a great week. Hopefully you all had a great Thanksgiving. Hopefully you all was able to spend time with family, loved ones, get some rest, have fun, go shopping, do whatever it is that you wanted to do. I hope that it went that way. All right. So this week, man, as always down here in Jacksonville, we get a fluctuating pattern of weather. So we get some cooler days, we get some slightly warmer days, and it's just a mixed bag, really always down here. And my fragrance choices of the week reflect that. All right, so we had a pretty solid week. I introduced 2 new fragrances to my collection, and I'm really excited to talk about both of them actually. But all in all, you know, I feel like pound for pound, you know, the rotations be like that. The rotations be like that. So let's go ahead and get started with Sunday. So Sunday had to go to the office, you know, in my place of business. This is literally the busiest time of the year, so all hands on deck, and that's what it was for your boy on Sunday. And this is one of the very best versatile fragrance DNA options out there for just everyday anything. But this particular version, I feel it's just something a little bit extra special about it. From the house of Ormond Jane on Sunday, we went with the Montebaco Cuba. Montebaco Cuba, we can get that in focus. There we are. That kind of metallic blue bottle. You get that Montebaco DNA, but with this here, it's just a little bit softer. What do I mean by that? You get some vanilla, you get some tonka bean in here, you get some extra representation from some florals, and then of course you get that immediate impact from this very nice, slightly sparkly citrus up top. All right, so all the juniper berry and suedes and isoi super, all the tobacco, all that is still present here, but this is just a little bit more softer. And quite honestly, this is probably my favorite to wear to the office. Well, really, I don't know. I probably wear this one the most out of them all, and I have a couple of the Montebacos. But it's just something about that vanilla and that tonka, that extra floral representation that just really gets me, man. This is like one of the smoothest from that Montebaco style of DNA. So really good, very nice performance. I received the 1 compliment walking into work, and this one is just very good to wear. Kind of, when you talk to me at least about the elite fragrance DNAs up there, you got your Ventus DNA, your Blue de Chanel DNA, your Silver Mountain Water DNA, and that Montebaco DNA is in there as well. So on Sunday to the office, crunch time around my way, baby. We wore Ormond Jane's Montebaco Cuba. Montebaco Cuba. This one is really good. All right. Up next on Monday, the weather was very beautiful to start off the week. Very beautiful. Cooler mornings, nice breeze out, just that typical Jacksonville, Florida's down south weather was on full display for this time of year. But for me, one of my favorites from this house, if not my favorite, from the house of Initial Parfums, we went with the great Paragon. Beautiful. Plum, Palo Santo, clary sage, a little black pepper. This stuff is just beautiful. The plum and the Palo Santo are the stars of this fragrance, and it's just fantastic. The blend of how Initial does florals is excellent. It's excellent. They do florals really well, and with the addition of the plum and the Palo Santo here, this stuff is awesome, man. So I wore this to the office, and I remember specifically Tuesday was just a real great day on Tuesday, just from opening ceremony to closing credits. It was a great day, and this stuff right here, you know, it just was what do you call it? It was uplifting, refreshing. This is just one of those fragrance profiles that just kind of does that for me, and it's beautiful, gorgeous fragrance from the house of Initio. On Monday to the office, we went with the great Paragon. Paragon is dope, man. Paragon is really good. All right. Up next on Tuesday, we debuted a brand new fragrance. This was a blind buy for me, a very risky blind buy, but I am all in on the house And I was very, very curious about this one because I was prepared to make another purchase, but I'm glad that I got this one right. On Tuesday, from the house of Bododisia the Victorious, we went with the great Hasu. Hasu from Bododisia the Victorious. Sensational, man. Got this for a great price. One of the best prices out there on discounters. And what this is a representation of is that Ganymede style DNA. And I really like Ganymede, but I don't have a bottle. I have Bois Imperial, I have Amberful, I have a couple of fragrances that are reminiscent of that Ganymede. But until you smell Ganymede, if you don't have Ganymede, then you don't have Ganymede. That metallic, powerful fragrance is always just something unique about it. I think is really, really good. But the one thing about the fragrance that I would get tired of from my sample is how strong the metallic tendencies. Hasu does away with that. This is the smoothest approach to that style of DNA. What do you get here? You get a very beautiful floral bed with some saffron. You get some iris. You get some mandarin orange up top. There's this just beautiful blend that when you smell it, you will think Ganymede, but it is not Ganymede. It withdraws that massive metallic vibe that you get from Ganymede, and this is the one for me. Not dissing Ganymede or anything else out there, because when you smell Ganymede and Bois Imperial and Amberful, they all remind you of each other, but there's nothing like Ganymede. There's nothing like Ganymede, and in my opinion, having Ganymede and having Hasu, I don't think it's redundant, because this is just the smoothest, well-blended presentation of that DNA that I have smelled, and this is wonderful. I received 3 compliments wearing Hasu on Tuesday, and great performer. And from the beginning of the wearing experience to whenever I got home later on that night, I just really enjoyed the wafts, the sillage, everything about this. So more to come on Hasu. Definitely in that Ganymede neighborhood, but does something different. And it's very noticeable for me. And expensive, yes. Expensive, yes. But I'm all in on Bododisia. I'm like 9 bottles in, and I'm loving the house, and I love this one, man. So on Tuesday, to the office, from the house of Bododisia the Victorious, we have Hasu. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff for sure. All right. Up next, on Wednesday, we debuted a brand new fragrance from the house of Argos, who does fantastic work a lot, all the time. This one is getting some very interesting conversations online, which is great. But for me, I love this stuff. From the house of Argos, we have Fire and Desire, Vulcan's Revenge. Lately, Argos has been tapping into their oud bag, and this is another one. The oud and citrus blend is sensational. There's this floral representation here with this kind of tuberose and rose combination there that's creating this unique floral presentation that really is dancing well with the oud and the citruses here. It's this slight creamy sweetness up top, but then once you get down to the base, you get this kind of an ambery vanilla dance with the oud and the spices here. I am a fan of this. I like how it opens up with this kind of fresh citrus collision with the oud, and then here come the florals, and then you get to the base, and then you get that amber and that ambery vanilla warmth to it. Well blended, well done. This is not going to be for everyone at all, but for me, this is, out of the last 2 releases, and I've been, I said this when I did the review, Midas Touch and Persis Triumphant, I have this over both of those. And the reason why I have that, not to say anything negative about those fragrances, because I do enjoy them, but this one, again, the citrus and the oud here being met by that kind of creamy floral, and then when you get into the dry down, that kind of ambery vanilla feel, I just think it's dope. All day performance, you know what you get with presentation. The quality is outstanding, and for me personally, this is just one of the best. This is one of the best from the house, just from my taste, and I'm a fan of it. From the House of Argos on Wednesday, outstanding, man. We have Fire and Desire of Vulcan's Revenge. Outstanding. I'm a fan. I am a fan of this fragrance for sure. All right, up next, Thanksgiving Day. It was between this fragrance and one other that I was, deciding before we went and had Thanksgiving with the family, but ultimately I went with this one, and my mom is a fan of this. My mom said, smelling really good. My sister, you smell good, when I walked into the house. So from the house of Savoir Faire, we have the beautiful Soul Cafe on Thanksgiving Day. Soul Cafe on Thanksgiving Day, this was my choice. Beautiful blood orange, coffee, tobacco. This is just a masterpiece, man. Chris Classic has him one. This is a legit masterpiece. This is fly. This is a fly fragrance that has sex appeal. It's not something that's going to run anyone away. This has a pleasant, inviting experience with this fragrance. Yeah, very pleasant and very inviting. Like, the experience overall was awesome. Excellent performance. Compliment magnet. Hanging out with my family on Thursday, we had a really good time, and I was enjoying this. I was enjoying this fragrance, man. Like I said, my mom and my sister, they let me know that they were fans of my fragrance of the day. So if you ain't tried Soul Cafe, or if you ain't tried Savoir Faire, you're bugging out. Like, Savoir Faire is a elite perfume brand, and Chris Classic does amazing work. So for me, on Thanksgiving Day, we went with Soul Cafe. Beautiful fragrance, outstanding stuff here. This is very, very, very good for sure. All right. Up next on Friday. Friday was a chill day, Black Friday. I, for one, did not get up and go do any outlandish shopping at 5 in the morning. That's what you have the internet for. Right in the comfort of your own home. And it was a coincidence that I wore a black, the thing black is in my fragrance for Black Friday, but your boy was chilling all day. Took my sons to go get their haircuts, and your boy was chilling, eating bad food and watching football. You can't beat it. On Friday, Black Friday, from the House of Prada, we went with Prada Black. Prada Black. All right, like I said, didn't do much of anything. Went to the post office, went to the grocery store, took my sons to the barbershop. It was a very nice day on Friday, and just came back home and just vibed out with the family. One of my buddies had stopped by. Shout out to my guy Koppel from Frag Boys ENT, came through and we kicked it, and just kind of was enjoying this. Again, Prada Black, it's one of the best designer fragrances that's been released in the last 10 years. I said it. Slightly powdery, beautiful, beautiful, soft, semi-sweet presentation with this fragrance. Very, very easy to wear. And it's just one that just gets lost in the shuffle of conversation, especially when you're talking about that Prada line, that Luna Rossa line. This one sits at the top. This is very, very, very good stuff. And I was very happy to get reacquainted with this on Friday. And it's good. I'm going to be wearing this a lot more during the holiday season. Kind of gives off a little holiday-ish vibes to me, but very good on Friday. Not too much going on. From the House of Prada, we went with Prada Luna Rossa Black. Prada Black. Dope stuff, man. Dope stuff. All right. And last and definitely not least, on Saturday, me and my wife had grandma watching the kids, and we went out and we ran around the city, man. Cloudy day, nice chill in the air, a little breeze, and we just went out and we didn't do no shopping Friday, but we did a lot of shopping on Saturday. Went to get something to eat and just kind of really vibe out with the holiday frenzy and enjoy each other for sure. So if y'all ain't watched that Kevin Hart special, the new one he got on Netflix, watch it, bro. Me and my wife came home later on and watched that one to close out the night. But anyway, fragrance of the day on Saturday, I did receive 2 compliments wearing this from the House of Zaharoff in collaboration with the Nigerian giant Omos. We went with Ibide. Uh-oh, get in focus. There we go. Ibide from the Z Creators 3.0. I don't know if this was. I don't know if this one is sold out yet. I don't think it is. I think they did like a small run or something. I seen a post that Justin had put up of a couple left. But anyway, Vanilla Beauty. We were in Old Navy shopping for the boys, and when we get to the cash register, the lady said, "I don't know who that is, but I just smelled this beautiful vanilla," and it was me. And she's like, "Yeah, that's really, really nice." And another compliment that I got when we were, I think it was what was it, JD Sports or something like that, or was it Kids Foot Locker? It was one of the shoe spots. Gentleman who, no, it was Foot Locker. It was Foot Locker. The gentleman who walked past, he was going to get us check out a size shoe for my son, and I said, "Man, you smell good, bro." And I was like, "I appreciate that, dog." So 2 compliments, and this is just a beautiful vanilla, dry fruits, powdered sugar, subtle spice to it. Beautiful blend here, that gourmand facet to it. It's not overdone. The vanilla in here is not sickly sweet or nothing unbearable. Beautifully blended on Moss Handsome One. To me, this has fun and sexy written all over it. That's what I get in the experience. And just moving out and about outside and walking around and, you know, doing what we were doing on Saturday, it was a great opportunity to see what this was really all about. So really great performance. This stuff is outstanding, and I just really like how it plays along, you know, while you're moving around, especially, like I said, slight chill in the air, little breeze going on, and it just absolutely worked. I really enjoyed this, wearing this on Saturday. So to close out the week, moving around, spending God knows how much money that I just didn't intend to, but had a good time while out and about. From the House of Zaharoff, we went with Adebire, Z Creators 3.0 in collaboration with the Nigerian giant Omos. All right, so there you have it. That was my weekly rotation. I believe that was week 194. All right, week 194. Talking about every fragrance that I wore during Thanksgiving. All right, so I don't think I said that at the beginning of the video, but if you made it to the end, you're a real one. You are a real one for sure. So I believe we cracked 28,000 subscribers. So salute to the Smell Good family. Salute to everybody who supports and show love to this channel. I say it time and time again, I really appreciate the support, and I do not take it for granted, man. Thank you guys so much for rocking with your boy this long. And I don't know how long we got left doing this, man, but I'm going to enjoy the time. As I continue to do this, because I am still having fun. But all good things do come to an end at some point. All right, so at least in most cases. All right, so appreciate y'all once again. Thank y'all for the love and support. Drop your rotations down below, and yeah, that's about it. All right, y'all, so we're gonna get up out of here. Be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves. Remember, it's positive energy, it's positive vibes. Most importantly, it is positive vibes only. All right, so splack it up, splack it down, splack that thing all around. And remember, what you put onto this world is exactly what you are going to get back. All right, y'all, peace, man. Until next time, splacker.